Welcome everyone! Today I have a different video than usual. I want to talk about the upcoming update in July, Ferox's Enclave, or in other words, the Wilderness Hub. If you are subscribed to my channel, then you probably know that I have a Wilderness-only Ultimate Iron Man account, and I upload videos about this every week. And the Wilderness Hub is going to be such a big change to the Wilderness that my account will probably never be the same after this. To make sure I won't skip a single thing about this update, I will read through the entire post on the main website, published in the Gielener Gazette on June 11th. Please keep in mind though that I'm not English, so forgive me if I pronounce something wrong. Ferox's Enclave, or in other words, the Wilderness Hub. We have mentioned a Wilderness Hub a few times, so you're probably wondering what it is. Here is Mod Oasis to walk you through Ferox's Enclave, which we hope to release next month. The beginning of this update started with a simple idea. How can we unite the wide variety of PvP in Old School while also creating a new home for current and future content? The idea found roots in the heart of the wilderness, and within the decrepit ruins of a long-forgotten civilization, Ferox's Enclave was born. Ferox, an old Zamarakian acolyte, has given up his pursuit for knowledge of God's past and has turned the ruins of an ancient town into a final chance for Gielinar's most ruthless denizens. Player versus player combat. We have designed the hub to offer a variety of PvP experiences. To the north, you will find the remnants of a long destroyed town square which branches off into the Graveyard of Shadows. These ruins sport a eerie similarity to the main square in Varrock. Along to the east, we have placed a bridge over a small body of water. This bridge opens out to the further reaches of the wilderness, creating a very tight PvP experience which players will find similar to the gates of Lumbridge. To the south, you will find a grimly marked entrance to the Enclave. Only a few tiles to the Enclave's Bankmaster, there is an entrance based on the wildly popular Grand Exchange. Finally, to the west, you'll find little in the way of markers and scenery. The barren and open entrance may remind you of Camelot. We have also placed Ferox's Enclave along the level 15 combat bracket of the Wilderness, allowing players to quickly match up with others in their bracket by going through any of the entrances. To help keep players safe and to avoid any unwanted deaths, we have implemented some safeguarding features. For each of the 4 entrances, we have added barriers that you'll need to click to enter or exit. They function similarly to the Wilderness Ditch and will warn you if you haven't disabled them. These barriers ensure people know when they are leaving the safety of the Enclave. In addition, each exit also has a buffer zone of a few tiles, allowing you to move freely before hunting out a foe. There are also safe paths on the outside of the Enclave between the southern, western, and northern exits. And here comes a very interesting part. To help keep you in heart of the action, Ferox will also offer players the chance to set the Enclave as their respawn location. This means that if I die, I will not have to respawn in Lumbridge anymore, so I can now officially stay north of the Wildy Ditch for the rest of the series. And that is a huge change for me and makes me incredibly happy, because that was the only flaw I had on my Iron Man rules. I will never have to run from Lumbridge to the Wilderness anymore after I die. But trust me, this is only the very beginning of the changes that will happen, so let's continue reading. Clan Wars and Last Man Standing. The Enclave was from the start designed to be the new home for Clan Wars and Last Man Standing. With that in mind, we have given both of these minigames a wilderness facelift. Guys, this means that Clan Wars and Last Man Standing will be part of the wilderness, and that means I will be able to participate in the minigames, and that is a huge, huge change. Thanks to this change, Emerald Rings now have a use. I can enchant them now to create rings of dueling and teleport to the Wilderness Hub whenever I want. A new safe town I can teleport to, unload my items, and much more. Now that I can legitimately participate in these minigames because they are north of the ditch, I can also claim the rewards. Now Clan Wars has no actual rewards, however Last Man Standing does. Let me talk about these rewards for a bit. A bunch of these rewards are actually useful for my account. For example, the Wilderness Crabs Teleport, or the Armadillo and Bando's Halo. With the Wilderness Crabs Teleport, I can now teleport to level 33 Wilderness, very close to Callisto, Vannaka, and the Fountain of Ruin. Also, the Bandos and Armadillo Halo will be the only god items I have access to on this account, making trips in God Wars much more safe. Now of course I'm not saying that these items are going to be easy to obtain, but I think that participating in some Last Man Standing will help me to get better in PvP situations, which is of course very useful because I'm locked to the wilderness. Now there is another thing, but I must say that I'm not sure about this one because I'm an Ultimate Iron Man and I don't know if this works for me, but let's read this. Speaking of which, Lisa and Justine have had a slight update to better fit their new wilderness aesthetic. On their way up from the desert, they made a short diversion to purchase a new coffer which can now be found in the hub. It even has a handy slot in the top to deposit your hard-earned gold. Does that mean that I now have like a coffer in the wildy where I can put my gold in? I'm not sure if anyone can confirm this, but if that is true, it's going to be incredible and the biggest change of all probably for this account. And then there's the last thing, which is also huge. Clan Wars has also enjoyed a bit of a revamp. The area has been condensed and has an additional couple of floors for players to talk in private with their teams before entering the portals. Just north of the Clan Wars waiting area is a new church for battle-weary players to rest and restore their stats. By praying at the pools in the church, you'll receive the benefits of entering and leaving the Clan Wars Free-for-All portal without the hassle and extra clicks. That means that I now have a portal in the wildy, or a pool now, that I can restore my stats with. You know how great that is. I have no agility, I have no poison cure, well, sometimes an anti-poison, but this will actually restore my stats, and that is going to be insane. Alright, and then they end the post with the following: the future of the Enclave. Ferox Enclave is the foundation from which we hope to offer more PvP content. All of this is just the start of our plans for the wilderness, and we hope you're as excited as we are about the possibilities. Who knows, maybe you'll find some teases for our future plans as well, which means that this is just the beginning and there could be so much more that will change. So I am incredibly excited for all this, and you know, for me, it all seems like just positive stuff. There's nothing that ruins my account, because everything that I've just read, explained, is, you know, will give me more possibilities to make the content more fun. So I think it's just amazing. So now that I have talked about all of this, let's make a quick overview of all the changes. So first of all, my respawn location will be set to the Wilderness Hub. Then, the Wildy Hub will be a new safe location. Rings of Dueling can now be used to teleport to the Wilderness Hub. I can unload my items in the Wildy Hub. I have access to a pool that restores all of my stats. I will be able to participate in the Last Man Standing and Clan Wars minigames. I will have access to the Last Man Standing rewards, including Dark Crab Teleport and God Halos. And maybe I can use the Last Man Standing coffer to store my coins, but I'm not sure about this one. And of course, maybe there's even more than that I haven't even thought about. But I guess I have now covered everything about this update that I wanted to. If there's anything you know that I don't know yet, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section down below then, because I would happily read that. I would like to thank you for all the attention and for all the listening, and I hope to see you next time in the next episode. Thanks for watching, bye bye.